name's Rich. This is my Harley Dyna-Glide. It's I call it Traveler because I've traveled so much on it. Yeah, I've got a lot of history with it. I saw this one for sale and I thought, you know, I always wanted to ride a Harley. I'm going to try one. And I got on it and I thought, this feels right for me. I really like it. And of course, being a 1995 Harley, the brakes weren't very good, so I had to put better brakes on it and needed a little bit more power, so I put high compression pistons in it and a cam and did some carburetor work and livened it up to where it's a nice fun bike to ride. I've never really been into the whole mystique of one brand or another. My first bikes were Hondas when I was young, and then I moved on to Nortons, and I loved them, but they were extremely unreliable, at least for a teenager that didn't know what the heck was going on, you know. And so I moved away from those back to the Japanese bikes, and I rode them for a long time. I have some vintage Japanese bikes that were getting hard to get parts for, so I thought, well, you can always get parts for Harley. And I wanted a bike I could keep for a long time. And well, it's been 20 years now. You know, I've got a Steve Storrs flat track front end on it, and I've got a JMC aluminum swing arm on it, which lightens up the back end and makes it handle a little bit better than the average bike. I put a 6-speed transmission in it, so it'll cruise effortlessly at any speed that I want to travel at. It's just a good all-around bike. I think it looks good. It's got great brakes, good suspension. It's the way I would have built a bike if I was building a bike. Kind of a demon-like creature on there with his fingers sticking out on the taillight, and it kind of means a lot to me because it was a present from my niece Rhonda, and when I had my crash many years ago, this was like 20 years ago almost, the bike did an endo and pretty well totaled itself. I smashed up my handrail bad, and so did the little demon. If you look at the taillight, there's a couple fingers missing. So it's kind of like, well, that was meant to be, you know. And yeah, you know, it's a lot of memories. And most people that have had a bike for a long time will tell you the same story. It's like, yeah, it's kind of part of you. I think, oh man, it still looks not too bad after all these years. And you know, the styling is something I think is timeless, and it still works. And I look at it, and also with this bike, it brings back a lot of memories. You know, I got so much history with this bike. I don't think I could sell it. This is probably one that I have the closest attachment to. They'll probably have to bury me with this one.